I wanted to take a few minutes to address an issue that's pretty much a hot button topic, and that is access denials with service dogs, particularly when it comes to psychiatric service dogs and PTSD service dogs and veterans. It seems like in the news, often when there is a service dog denial where someone is not allowed to enter a business place or another place of public accommodation, that often their status of being a veteran tends to come to the forefront. And you can see in a lot of the news articles, especially online in the comments section, people base a lot of their comments on the person's veteran status. And I think it's important to recognize that PTSD does not only affect veterans. There are many other groups. There are rape victims, other assault victims, domestic violence, first responders, people in motor vehicle accidents, emotional trauma. There are all kinds of things that can lead a person to have PTSD. It does not affect veterans. And it shouldn't be brought to the forefront that just because a person is a veteran, that they may have an additional right to do something that someone who has a service dog, who is not a veteran, would not necessarily have that right to do. For example, the ADA requires that service dogs be trained in a task to mitigate a disability. It specifically excludes dogs that are there for emotional support only. And there are a lot of issues with veterans getting dogs from organizations or training their own dogs, that they will only identify that the dogs are for emotional support. And when it comes to the news, where there's an access denial, where the business or other place of public accommodation is totally within their right to exclude the animal because it is not specifically task trained, it seems like it completely flies out the window, this requirement in the public view when the person's veteran status is brought to light if they are a veteran. I'm not a veteran. I cannot comment on. I can't imagine what our service members must go through. But just because you have the veteran status doesn't give that additional right that somebody who does not have that status should have. And I really wish the media wouldn't focus so much on this, and the public wouldn't focus so much on, oh, they're a veteran, just let them bring the dog with them, or, people just don't know what they're talking about. If the dog's not task trained, it's not a service dog, and it doesn't belong there. Even if it's very well behaved, it's an emotional support animal, and your status as a veteran or not should not impact whether you can bring an emotional support animal in or not.